Welcome students in my class. Today I am going to teach you the first chapter of the first flight book, A Letter to God. Here is a character Lencho. He had simple mind and deep faith in God. When he became helpless, when his situation became wretched, that time he had no other than God to confide upon. Therefore, he decided to write a letter to God asking for some money. The entire story is dealing with that. The story was written by G.L. Fuentes. For more information, just let us start the story now. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. The place of the house was in the valley and it was on the low size hill. From the height of the low hill, one could easily see some river, the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. Lencho was expecting a rain should come, and after that there will be only fulfillment. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his field intimately means deeply. He knew his field very much. That's why he was expecting little shower, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. From the morning he had only one duty to look at the sky, and it is towards the northeast. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. It was his firm faith or deep faith in God, and he was expecting and he was predicting also that obviously the rain will come. And he was declaring it to his woman or lady in the house. The woman who was preparing supper means night meal. She was making the dinner, and yes, God willing, she was telling that if God is wanting, then God might bring the rain also. The older boys were walking in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them all. Two group of boys there. Here some older boys, they were working in the field, but some smaller ones were also there, they were playing only. At the end of the day, all of them were called by the lady. They were asked to take the dinner, and it was during the meal time, just as Lencho had predicted. It was his prediction that came true. Big drops of rain began to fall. The northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. He was thinking that it was the right opportunity for the enjoyment. He came out from his house when the rain was coming down. That time he went out from his house with his bare body. He let the raindrops fall over his body. He was enjoying. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. He was allowing the raindrops to fall over his body and enjoy it. When he returned home, he exclaimed, "These are raindrops. These are not raindrops falling from the sky. They are the new coins. Big drops are the 10-cent pieces, and the little ones were 5." So here, these raindrops were very valuable to him. That's why he was comparing these raindrops, bigger raindrops, with the 10 cents and smaller ones, the 5 cents. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in curtain of rain. It was a good feeling for him. What he wanted, that was fulfilled also with a satisfied expression. He was having a satisfied expression. He regarded the field of ripe corn with the flowers, with its flowers draped in curtain of rain. Draped means covered. His cornfields were covered with the rain water, but suddenly it was okay. It was satisfied rain. But what happened after that? Suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. And this truly did resemble new silver coins. Here he was comparing the ice crystals with the silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. All the small children of the house was very much happy to see the frozen pearls or frozen ice. They came out to enjoy all these pearls. They were playing with it, but it was a very horrible moment for Lencho, because he did not expect such thing would be happened. It is really getting bad now. He was thinking that it is really getting bad now. Here you can see the story is about Innocent, an innocent who strongly have faith in God and wrote a letter to God himself. Here you can see his house was on the low hill, and it was in the valley area. Fantastic picture of a river, and cornfields were there. Only he was expecting for that was the rain only. It was during the meal time he realized that his prediction come true. Big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of cloud could be seen approaching. Side by side, he was also observing big mountain like clouds are coming towards their house. The air was fresh and sweet, because after the scorching sunshine, it was a relieving moment for them. It's really getting bad now, but when the children were enjoying the ice crystals coming out from their house, it was a horrible moment for Lencho, because he did not expect the hailstones. Exclaimed the man, mortified. He was too much horrified. He was afraid. I hope it passes quickly. He was expecting that such a horrible thing should be passed quickly. It would be beneficial for the crop also. It did not pass quickly. The hail was not listening to Lencho's words. For an hour, the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfields, on the whole valley. Everywhere, only ice crystals and ice crystals. After some time, it was looking like somebody has sprayed the salt, white salt, over every side. The field was white, as if covered with white salt. Lenchu is a man who devastated because of the hailstones that hit his farm and ruined almost everything. The corn was totally destroyed. His corn was totally destroyed. When the hail stopped, he came out to see. He was standing in the middle of his field, and he was witnessing the destruction that was wrought by the hailstones. His corn was totally damaged. There was no flowers, there was no corns, even the stalks were lying down on the field. The night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. It was a very horrible night. It was a very horrible night and sorrowful one. He was thinking that I had worked throughout the year, but the result is nothing, because for a little shower of hailstones, all the work becomes zero. There is no one who can help us. He was not finding anyone else who would help him in the valley area, because you can see that he was living in a single place or the lonely place. There was no friend, no relatives were there to help him in this destitute condition. He was totally helpless. Lenchu was an ox of man, working like an animal in the field. He was working really very hard in the field all through the year, and he was not complaining. He was working and working just like an just like an ox. He was working all the time, but still he knew how to write. But little bit writing he knew also. He knew how to write the letter. When he was standing in the field, he was thinking about his destitute condition, his horrible condition at the time. He was also expecting that if no one is there, God might be there, because God is in the heaven. He observes everyone. God even knows what is in our mind also. So nothing is hidden from him. He could read me. In this way, if I ask for some money from the God, that time he might help me. Having full faith of God, he then wrote a letter to God. What did he write? He had written, God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos. Peso is a currency, 100 currency, in order to sow the field again. He wanted to put or sow the corn again, because the earlier corns were totally damaged. That's why he wanted to do the sowing once again, to live until the crop comes, because the hailstones. In this way, he had written the letter to God. And when he had completed his letter to God, he had given an address on the envelope. After writing it, he put the letter in an envelope, and he just sealed it, and after that on the envelope he wrote to God. That was the address. He decided to go to the town for dropping it in the mailbox. According to his wish and plan, he went to the town on Sunday. In the early morning, he just dropped it in the mailbox. And uh, and what happened? Still, trouble went to the town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. The village postmaster opened it and reads. First of all, the postman opened the mailbox, and after seeing the letter content as well as the address, he was laughing, and he put it. He just took it and gave it to the postmaster. Postmaster is a very fat man, and postmaster is a very fat, but he was a very kind man also. At the initial stage, at the beginning, he was laughing to see the letter written to God. He could not control himself, but after that, he controlled his emotion, and he was thinking that the man's faith should not be destroyed. The man's faith should be kept intact. So why not we should help him a little bit, by contributing some money to him. The postmaster came up with an idea, answer the letter, how to give the answer of this letter. But when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. Ink, paper, and goodwill, all things are good, but these good things were not good for that time only. The postmaster then decided to help him and gathered everyone's money as an act of charity. He called all his colleagues, decided to contribute some amount of money, whatever possible for them, from their salaries, All of the colleagues in the post office contributed some amount of money, and the postmaster himself also given a part of the salary in this charity work. After that, total amount was more than 50. It was 70 pesos only. Therefore, therefore, what did he do? The postmaster collected all the money and put it in the envelope, and there was a signature of God on the envelope. That's definitely mean that the money had come from the God. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos requested by Lencho. So he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. He put the bills in an envelope addressed to Lencho, and with them a letter containing only a signature, God. The following Sunday, next Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier. Actually, he came to collect the money from the post office. It was good for the post office people. Having seen him that Lencho was coming, the postmaster asked the postman to deliver or give it or hand it over to Lencho. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, and after getting the letter, he was not surprised. Actually, he became angry. Lencho became very much angry. Why he was angry? He was angry because his desired amount of 100 pesos was not there. He was thinking all the people in the post office were crook or criminals. They had taken his money. Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the bills. Such was the confidence, but he became angry when he counted the money. He became angry after counting the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. Lencho knew very much that God might have sent 100 pesos, but these people might have taken some amount of money, and therefore he became very much dissatisfied with the situation, and he did not say any word. Immediately he decided to write a letter second time to God, and for that purpose he collected the material for writing. Lencho went up to the window to ask for the paper and ink, and after that, when he completed the letter, he he just pasted a stamp over it, and he was furious, means angry, and immediately replied the letter. He then dropped it into the mailbox. The postmaster went to open it. And the second letter, the content was given like this. It said, God, of the money that I asked for only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest, since I need it very much, but don't send it to me through the mail, because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks, Lencho. In this way, second letter was written to God. In the second letter, still the faith was intact in the God. He believed that God had sent the early amount of money, and he was also in the hope that latter amount of money will also be sent to him by the God also. He was so simple that he was not thinking about who had done the help. He was not thinking about such thing. He was thinking only about the God. Sometimes such simplicity is very good, sometimes it is very odd. We should be little bit sensible towards our work, but here the writer has depicted a good picture of the simplicity in oceans. And There is also the expressions like the anger was also there in his expression when he was counting. He was sensible and he was angry also, but he had no care for other people. In this way, he left the post office hoping that God might send the rest amount of money to him directly, because he did not want to lose the rest amount of money that would help him to survive throughout the year. He knew very much that 100 amount of peso is good enough for him to survive throughout the year, that will be healthy and helpful. Dear student, I will come in the next video with some new topics. Till then, goodbye to all of you.